You can think that you're successful because you make a lot of money and you can have a lot of nice things and afford things and not worry about the cost of living and still not be happy, not satisfied, and regretful. If you do things that I did wrong, you'll have that same discomfort that I feel. Like, I know some of you sit around thinking, man, ICD must be really happy right now. He's kicking back. I have a lot of regret. I wish I would have done things that were simple, that didn't cost anything. Just my time and attention towards my kids and my wife. If I would have done those things more, I wouldn't feel the guilt that I feel. I have lots of money, but that doesn't compensate for it. Them knowing that we have that money doesn't compensate for it. You're hearing my kids tell me just this weekend, "This is awesome, Dad, to be able to spend time with you like this, because we never had that before." And I broke down right in the restaurant. I'm appreciative that they recognize it, but it's just like, and I don't want to tell them don't say that, because they should tell me. It's entitled to them. They need to tell me that stuff, and I need to hear it. But you don't want to be like I am right now hearing it, where you could just plan your life better. Success can be had, and you don't need to be a monster in it like I was trying to be. Like it devoured my entire life. And for the folks that are constantly always reaching out to me and trying to tell me, please don't stop doing what you're doing in November, you need to really understand why I need to stop. Like, if you respect me, you'll respect the fact of why I'm doing it. Because the money, I can make lots of money. I can make mentorships, I can make books, I can make courses, I can blow that fucking YouTube channel up and advertise every fucking where and be the biggest name in this industry. I don't want it. I don't want it. It didn't do anything for me as a family man. At the end of the day, I have to look my children in the face. I have to look at my wife. And yes, they might smile and say, "I love you, Dad." But behind that, they have so many open voids of time where I was not there and I was in the house with them. Do you want to hear that from your children? Do you want to look at your wife when she says, "I love you," and you know she's reaching to just to say, "You are the man I love, you're the person I married, you're the father of our children, and I'm appreciating the time with you right now, but I have to appreciate it so much more because I don't know if you're going to go right back into doing what you've been doing for all these years in your entire adult life." You don't want to feel that. Trust me when I tell you, you don't want to feel that. Fast cars, big bank accounts, doesn't compensate for it. And a lot of people, that write books, they won't ever tell you that shit because they didn't get rich. They're making money off of book sales. They're selling books because they have to sell that book. I'm walking away from it at the biggest point of my career as a mentor, as a teacher, or whatever. All the hype and stuff that's around me right now, I'm uncomfortable by it. Like, I'm genuinely uncomfortable. I have a lot of people asking me to talk publicly. I'm not going to drop names, but I'm shy. I don't want to be like that. I can talk like this and pour my heart out to you because you're not sitting next to me. If you were being trained one-on-one, I wouldn't talk about the things I talked about. I would talk about the markets and how they would beat the fuck out of you. But I'm not going to tell you where I messed up as a husband, as a dad, as the real human being. I failed there miserably. I would want to know that from a mentor. I would want to know where they made major mistakes. And every book and author and every educator out there, they've never really scratched that surface. They talk about things outwardly. This person over here as a case study. But strangely, they don't ever have any problems in their own fucking life. Like, they don't have any errors that they made. And I have. And I wish I wouldn't have done it. And since I went through pain, the Bible says, we go through these trials and tribulations and things that hurt us, so that way we can give a testimony. I didn't lose sight and hope of, who was in control of me when I didn't have control of myself. And ultimately, he steered me where I am today. Even though I thought I was dialed in, I was lost. had no idea where I was going. I had no idea I was going to end up where I'm at right now. I didn't set out to be inner circle trader, Mr. Smart Money Concepts and all this bullshit that people build up around my name. Like, I literally did a search on YouTube. Do it. Just do inner circle trader or ICT on YouTube. And it's weird to see all these people with my logo and like putting all that stuff. Like, it's not like what I thought it was going to be like when I was 20 years old. If I could be really good at this and I could be popular, I wanted to be Larry Williams 2.0, but better. And I'm going to be all over the place. I'm going to teach and do circuit teachings and go to Australia and go to UK and all that shit. And I'm not into that. Like, I don't want to do it. Like, just a little bit of notoriety, which, I'm still small. I just can't imagine being some behemoth with all this attention on me. I wouldn't do well with it. It makes me uncomfortable. It makes me feel anxious. Not that I'm afraid of anything. I'm uncomfortable. Like, I'm uncomfortable when people walk up. We had a guy, we were out in the 2021 vet, and we were up on Bel Air Road. We were going down towards the Beltway. And this guy gets out of his car and he starts taking pictures of us. I'm like, what the fuck? Again, man? And he's like, beautiful car. Can I get another picture from the other side? I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do to stop you? But it's just like, it's weird. Now, I'm certain that person has no idea that I'm an inner circle trader. But I was weirded out by the whole experience. Like, some of you young guys are like, I would love that. That would be fucking amazing. I don't like that. Like, I love the car for me. I don't give a fuck if anybody else likes it or doesn't like it. I like it. I bought it because I want it. And I don't use my image as ICT publicly. Like, I don't do that. Like, I don't have inner circle trader tags like on my car. Like, you'd probably expect ICT1, ICT2, for every car I have. I don't have that. I don't want to draw any kind of attention to myself for that shit. And I'm really looking forward to post-November just being back to just boring me. Like, I miss that about me. Like, I want to have just my own personal space, my own time, and back to just being content like that. I said the other day on Twitter, I said, when I wake up in the morning, all of you, my personal students and all of you, are my first thought. Now, I have 5 kids and I'm married. Is that normal? No. There's something wrong there. It's imbalanced. I have to balance that. And as long as I keep making myself available like this, it will remain unbalanced. This will always take more of my time. Well, we're going on 3 hours. And it's not monetized. I live this. And I want you to succeed. But I also have a family. And they want me in their life. They want me making memories with them. And I have to make myself available for that. And that's the reason why in November I'm stopping. I want my holiday season to be joyful, away from markets, away from Twitter, away from YouTube, all that stuff. And it's not because I don't love doing this. I absolutely love it. I love it. But I have to take myself away from it. Because I can't control myself to not keep doing it. It's who I am. And I need to change that.